Hello and welcome to Lynette Clement's YouTube channel. This is where I am going to give you the audio component of the Love Exquisite Magazine. Some of the articles that are in the magazine are so amazing that I don't want you to miss them. So I am going to give you the audio component by reading some of the articles that are in the Love Exquisite Magazine, which I am the creative director and chief. So I want you to take a look at the Love Exquisite Magazine. It is a monthly publication that is free. You can subscribe on loveexquisite.com, LOVEEXQUISITE.com, Love Exquisite. While you're there, explore some of our beauty products. And engage in our magazine. You can subscribe to our free online magazine as well as purchase some of our beauty products on loveexquisite.com. Again, this is Lynette Clement, and I am going to be reading from our November 2019 edition. I'm reading from the section of Learning by Design. So our section is Learning by Design, which is what I'm going to be reading. The article is called Teaching the Unteachable. Ooh, I'm pretty sure you know people that think they know everything to the point where they become unteachable, which is not a good thing to do or be. So I'm hoping to help those people as well as you. As you learn from the Love Exquisite Magazine, we offer different topics. We have makeup tips in the magazine. We have education information. We have different people that we feature. We have a sports mania section. Thank you, Danette Clement, which is my sister, who is a huge supporter and contributor and the writer for our athletic mania section, which is the sports section of the Love Exquisite Magazine. So make sure you read it, subscribe. We also have inspirational information regarding relationships as well as money management and business matters. So again, I'm Lynette Clement, and I'm going to be reading Teaching the Unteachable, which is in the November 2019 edition of the Love Exquisite Magazine, available on loveexquisite.com. So make sure you subscribe and share. This is on the Lynette Clement's YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe for the YouTube channel, as well as subscribe to our magazine and stop by and purchase some of the Love Exquisite products as well. So this is Teaching the Unteachable. Try to give a different perspective on how to complete a task to someone who is considered an expert in the field or has several years of experience in a given field and see what happens. Two things could happen. One, the more experienced person will be closed-minded to considering your thoughts and suggestions because he or she may feel that they know more about the subject than you do. Two, the more experienced person will be open to trying a new way of achieving the same end result. The latter is ideal. We must keep in mind that we can learn from anyone, from the expert to the novice. Sometimes we can get to a point in our careers that we become unteachable. Everyone should keep in mind that there is always something new to learn. The information that we learned about in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s can be different from the information that we learn about today. There is always more than one way to achieve the same goal. I'm going to say that again. There is always more than one way to achieve the same goal. We also have to consider that the novice has to be willing to listen to the expert as well, because the expert might have experienced things that the novice hasn't and can help one to avoid making the same mistakes that he or she made along the way. My stance is that we can all learn from each other. So both the expert and the novice has to be willing to listen to each other. As the world and technology is ever evolving, we must be open to learning new things to keep up with what's going on currently. And I cannot reiterate that enough. This was written in November of 2019 by myself. And you should know that the state of the world that is that we're in today with the coronavirus, how that holds so true today. The world of technology is ever evolving, and because most of the whole world is kind of shut down, we have to depend on technology as a means to educate and communicate with one another. So that's why we should ever evolve with the ever-changing world. So now let's keep going. It is important to know that as much as we would like to think, we do not know everything. No one knows everything. Someone else will always know something that we do not know, based on their own life experiences as well as their education that might be different from ours. This is why it is important to be open to learning new and different ways of achieving the same goal. Don't be the unteachable. And don't look down or put down those whom you think you know more than. So let me say that again. Don't look down on or put down those whom you think you know more than. Let me say that again until it comes out the right way, because that's important. Do not look down or put down those whom you think you knew. One more time. Don't look down on or put down those whom you think you know more than. Don't look down on or put down those whom you think you know more than. We can all learn from each other. I cannot reiterate that enough. A homeless person can teach you how to be resourceful, as well as teach you how to avoid being homeless, based on their own life experiences as to how they became homeless. A wealthy person can teach you how to be a good steward of your money, as well as teach you how not to lose that wealth based on their own life experiences around money. Teaching the unteachable is challenging, because the unteachable means that the person is unreachable in that teachable moment. Unteachable people are those who have a one-track mindset and are inflexible in their way of thinking. They usually think that they know everything and think that their way of doing things is the best or only way. For example, have you ever tried to tell someone a different or new way of doing something and they shut your idea down or refuse to listen? Well, this is how you know that that person is unteachable. Please know that you can be an expert in your field, but it does not mean that you know all that there is to know about that field. Nor does it mean that there is no new information for you to acquire or learn. When we are open to feedback, it shows that we are wise and mature enough to know that the other person is not telling us that what we are doing is wrong. He or she is merely providing an alternative way to achieve the same end goal. I cannot reiterate enough about the importance of knowing that direction does not mean correction. Therefore, instead of defending your position and why things should be done your way, we have to be open to actively listening to others, because you just might learn something that you didn't already know. Embrace learning new things, even if the information comes from someone that you consider less experienced than you. You may be surprised at how much their way of thinking can help you think outside of the box. Think about the design of the first cellular phone and how the cellular phone has evolved since then. If Martin Cooper, the inventor of the first cellular phone, was not open to learning new things, he could not compete in the marketplace today and would eventually become obsolete. It takes more than just one way of thinking to come up with new and innovative ways to achieve the same end goal. In 1973, the first cellular phone was the Motorola phone. I think you all remember what that looked like. Just think about the first cellular phone that was created. It was large, it was heavy, it had an external antenna, and it looked much like a house phone. At the time of invention, I'm sure that Mr. Cooper felt that his cellular phone was designed at its best. And today, most cellular phones are smaller. They fit into your pocket or purse. They have a display screen, which is a touch screen. They're lightweight, and they have internal antennas, among some other enhanced features. Think about it. These design innovations were created by a multifaceted team of people that does not only include experts. The customer's feedback is considered. The consumers, who are not all experts, know what features that they want in a product or service. Therefore, we want to keep in mind that we can all learn from each other. It is better for us to be teachable by being open to listening to others' thoughts and ideas versus being taught by failure of what didn't work, because we were not always willing to listen and learn a new and innovative way of doing things differently. So be open to listening, be open to trying new things, and be open to being teachable. You don't know everything. You nor I know everything there is to know. There is always something new to learn. Again, I reiterate, with this coronavirus, we have doctors, we have scientists, and they're continuously working to learn new and innovative ways to treat this strain of the COVID-19 virus. So there is always something new to learn. And that's a perfect example of it. So I am certain that at some point in our lives, we have all said this statement: if I knew then what I know now, I would have done things differently. This all too familiar statement should be a constant reminder of why it is important to be open to learning new and different ways of achieving the same goal. Everyone has the ability to learn. Everyone has the ability to learn, no matter the disability, no matter the learning impairment, no matter the processing of information, the way in which we process information. Everybody has the ability to learn. They just have to be willing to listen and try new and different ways of achieving the same goal. Sometimes you have to teach the unteachable people in a way that they don't even realize when they are actually learning. The unteachable has just been taught. Get it? Get it? You have just been taught. Again, this is Teaching the Unteachable, one of the articles in the November 19th Love Exquisite Magazine, which is available on loveexquisite.com, written by myself, Lynette Clement. You have just been taught, and that's okay.